see what's in the news today. What? August Alsina did what? Man, let me go sit down and figure this out. I'll be back with y'all.
Waking up anew, wasting time is all I do. But now when I'm with you, so much time, nothing to do. I'm dropping you texts now. You said you want me when it's that. Being with you just feels right. Said we can meet it when it's that.
What up, good people? Alright, I just want to quickly address this Will Smith, Jada Pinkett, August Alsina situation. Just first off, man, as adults, man, you know, when you operating in relationships or you seeing people or you got relationship dynamics that include other people, most people don't really operate that way. That's not really a standard that's been going on, you know. Most people, you know, don't deal with multiple people. It's either one person at a time or whatever, but to each his own. But this situation, man, just proves that, you know, if you're dealing with somebody and that's between you and them, that ain't got nothing to do with anybody else. In my opinion, August should have just kept that to herself. Even when the rumors and all of that stuff was coming out and people were like asking if they were a couple or did Will and Jada have an open marriage. I mean, first off, you gotta stop looking to these celebrities for relationship goals or relationship advice. You gotta look within yourself. You gotta deal with yourself and deal with your situation or your partner or your husband or wife. Just speaking from my perspective, in my opinion, you know, just dealing with men and women when you're in a relationship with your husband or your wife, you know, you gotta communicate, you know, what the standard is in your relationship and what you allow, what you won't allow. Be fair, be honest. Because stuff like this can get carried away. You know, if you're not, you know, with, you know, including other people in your relationship and dealing with things like that, then don't engage in that. If that ain't your lifestyle, that ain't your lane, you ain't dealt with anything like that before, because it's too much, you know, quote unquote tea being spilled about different people. So, you know, be careful who you trust, who you allow into your relationship. Like I said before in my last video, it's y'all against the world. Like, it's everything is about y'all too. My opinion, just speaking, you know, generally with men and women, it's about y'all too versus the world. So don't include anybody else. You know, if it's helpful information, something like that, you seeking information or something like that, you seeking advice, that's okay, but to an extent, you know, sometimes you gotta cut it off because, you know, a lot of misinformation and misdirection can be, you know, and confusion can come from advice from other people. Talk to each other and confide in each other. I'm gonna make another video about another situation, you know, dealing with, you know, relationships and, you know, just seeking validation and other things outside of your marriage, in your relationship. So I just wanted to quickly, you know, address it. My opinion, he shouldn't have said anything. Should have kept it to himself. You know, everything else that he talked about, the mental health, his health issues, that's okay and cool. But that's concerns them and will. And for their relationship, it being open marriage or whatever, I mean, that's for them, man. That ain't got nothing to do with nobody else. Like I said, these celebrity relationships, man, they not regular relationships, yo. They not seeing each other on a regular basis. They ain't dealing with each other on a regular basis. They ain't coming home every night on a regular basis. And quarantine probably right now, they at home with each other. But when you got a high profile lifestyle, you tend to, travel more. You're not seeing your significant other as much. That's not an excuse to do anything. That's their choice. If they're engaging in, allowing other people in their marriage or whatever, romantically or sexually or whatever, that's on them. My opinion, you keep things simple, talk to each other, leave other people out of your relationship unless you about that life. If you're not about that lifestyle, don't engage in it. Don't even entertain it. Like I said, it's you and your wife or husband against the world. That's how it should always be. Unless something else changes and y'all need to discuss it, communicate, confide in each other, love each other, support each other. But leave that other stuff alone, man. That ain't the way. That ain't how we do it. Cause that shit is just not for everybody. So cause you can really end up, hurting yourself, hurting somebody else. A lot of things can go wrong when you involving other people in your relationship, romantically, sexually, or platonically, because platonic can get kind of hairy too. You gotta be careful with dealing with people of the opposite sex in your relationships. So that includes friends and close friends. Like you really gotta watch that, because things can go wrong when you dealing with people of the opposite sex. Limit friends. That if you're a husband, limit your female friends. If you're a wife, definitely limit your male friends. Because when what you do with them and how you engage with them and how you talk and communicate with them, because that could be detrimental to your relationship with the person that you in a relationship with, because things can go sideways. And I've seen it a lot of times with different people and different things I've seen on other videos. So romantically, sexually, and platonically, like, you gotta really distinguish what's what in your relationship. But other than that, like I said before, it's y'all against the world, and be easy.